Have you ever fallen so deeply for someone that you started to forget who you were? Maybe you stopped doing the things you loved, let your boundaries slide, or even silenced your voice to keep the peace. It starts subtly. At first, it feels like devotion, but slowly, it begins to feel like disappearing. The truth is, love should never ask you to vanish. You can give your heart without giving up yourself. And today, we're going to talk about how to love deeply, fearlessly, and fully, without losing yourself in the process. Before we dive in, if you've ever felt overwhelmed, confused, or lost in love, this is the space for you. Purely Love is here to guide you through the mess and magic of relationships, with real talk, healing truths, and tools that empower your heart. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Let's grow in love, without shrinking ourselves. Loving someone should never mean abandoning yourself. And yet, so many people end up doing exactly that. Why? Because society romanticizes sacrifice. We're told that true love means putting your partner first, compromising everything, or changing who you are to make the relationship work. But that's not love. That's codependency. And over time, it breeds resentment, insecurity, and emotional burnout. Real love isn't about losing yourself. It's about becoming more of who you are, with someone by your side who celebrates that growth, not suppresses it. The strongest relationships are built not on enmeshment, but on individuality and emotional maturity. Loving someone from a place of wholeness, not from a place of needing to be completed, is the key to a connection that lasts. So how do you actually love without losing yourself? First, it begins with self-awareness. You must know who you are outside of the relationship. What makes you come alive? What are your non-negotiables? What do you believe in, value, and need? When you're deeply connected to your identity, it's easier to notice when you're drifting too far from it. So take time to reconnect with yourself, your passions, your voice, your dreams. The healthier your self-relationship, the healthier your romantic one will be. Second, boundaries are not walls. They are bridges that help protect your energy and preserve your individuality. Boundaries communicate what's okay and what isn't. They create safety. And when they're respected, they allow love to grow. If you find yourself constantly compromising your time, values, or comfort just to avoid conflict, that's not love, that's self-abandonment. Love should make room for your no, and still hold space for your yes. And while we're here, if this is speaking to your heart, take a second and hit that like button. It helps more people find this message. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Because Purely Love is all about helping you love deeply and wisely. Now let's talk about independence. Just because you're in a relationship doesn't mean your world should revolve around that person. A healthy relationship is made of two whole people choosing to share their lives, not two halves clinging to each other for survival. It's okay to have different interests, goals, and opinions. In fact, it's healthy. Don't shrink or mold yourself to be more acceptable. Be real. Be raw. Be you. The right person will love you because of that, not in spite of it. Here's another truth. You teach people how to love you by the way you love yourself. When you take care of your body, your mind, your spirit, when you speak kindly to yourself and demand respect, you create a blueprint for how others should treat you. But if you constantly abandon yourself in the name of love, you'll attract people who expect you to keep doing that. Self-love is not selfish. It's essential. It sets the standard. Let me ask you something. Do you ever feel like you have to dim your light to keep someone comfortable? Like you can't fully express yourself without fear of being too much or not enough? That's a sign. Love shouldn't require you to water yourself down. In the right relationship, your shine is welcomed, not resented. Your voice is heard, not silenced. Your dreams are supported, not dismissed. It's time we stop glorifying the kind of love that demands our disappearance. True love amplifies you. It makes you more, not less. Let's also talk about communication. When you lose yourself in a relationship, it often stems from fear. Fear of rejection, conflict, or abandonment. So you stay quiet. You suppress your needs. But the foundation of healthy love is honesty. It's being able to say, "This is what I feel. This is what I need. This is who I am," without fear of being left. And yes, that takes courage. But that kind of vulnerability builds trust. When two people can show up as their full selves, flaws, fears, and all, that's when intimacy truly begins. Because love isn't about perfection. It's about presence. If you're feeling this so far, take a deep breath. This is your reminder that you're allowed to take up space in your relationship. You're allowed to have boundaries. You're allowed to be imperfect and still worthy of love. And if no one's told you lately, you're doing better than you think. Now let's talk about red flags. Sometimes, the person you're with might actually encourage your self-abandonment. Maybe they guilt you when you choose yourself. Maybe they dismiss your needs or punish your boundaries. That's not love. That's manipulation. A real partner supports your growth, even when it doesn't benefit them. They cheer for your success, respect your limits, and love you in a way that feels like freedom, not control. Here's a mindset shift. The goal is not to lose yourself in love. The goal is to find someone who helps you find even more of yourself. Someone who reminds you of your power when you forget. Someone who challenges you to evolve. Someone who doesn't make you choose between them and your own soul. Let's pause here. If this message is lighting something up in you, hit that subscribe button. Let's keep building a space where love and self-worth can coexist. Purely Love is your community for exactly that. So how do you practice loving without losing yourself? Daily? Start by checking in with your heart. Each morning, ask yourself, how am I doing, really? What do I need today? Then honor those needs even in small ways. Stay rooted in your rituals. Whether it's journaling, exercising, meditating, or simply being alone with your thoughts. Don't let your identity get swallowed by the we. Keep showing up for the me. Make time for your friends. Nourish your purpose. Keep doing what sets your soul on fire. A relationship shouldn't replace your life. It should enhance it. When you show up to love as a whole person, not a half looking to be completed, the connection becomes richer, deeper, and way more fulfilling. And here's the most beautiful part. When both people in a relationship are grounded in their individuality, the love between them becomes unstoppable. There's space to breathe, to grow, to evolve. You're not clinging out of fear. You're choosing each other out of strength. And that kind of love, that's rare. That's powerful. That's real. To anyone watching this who feels like they've lost themselves in love before, know this. You can come back home to yourself. It's never too late. You are not broken. You are learning. And every step you take towards self-trust, self-respect, and self-love is a step toward the kind of relationship you truly deserve. So here's your challenge. Take 10 minutes today. Reflect on your current or past relationships. Where did you show up fully? Where did you disappear? And what will you do differently moving forward? Leave a comment and share one way you're choosing to love yourself better this week. I read every single one, and I'm rooting for you. Before we go, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to Purely Love. We've got more real, healing, and empowering content coming that'll help you build the kind of love that doesn't require you to disappear. Stay true, stay whole, and never forget, you can love deeply and still be fully you. I'll see you in the next video.